I'll share my screen. Okay, so Sophie, in this training, and for anybody else watching, we are going to be continuing with our conversion optimization of the website. We're testing a excuse me, church growth, a church growth, what am I saying? Training, a 1-hour free church growth training where we get a bunch of pastors and church leaders in a room. Now, this is the banner. Now, I went in, I made a banner. I'm going to show you guys, very similar to making the footer. I mean, almost identical. So if you watch that training, it's the same thing. Okay, let's get rid of that. There we go. This is the banner. I need to put oh, you know what? I need a video in it. I wonder if I'm going to have to put them all back in. You know what? Sophie, I think if I update the banner, it's not going to update in every location. I think. Whatever. We're going to do it anyway. Maybe it will. Let's see. We're going to go. Okay, so anyway, this is what the banner looks like. Let's just check it one more time. This is our time. Great. Join our 1-hour church growth training, free access, 1-hour Zoom call, August 31st, 10 a.m. HST. Seats are limited. First come. Oh, first. Okay, we want to make sure we have a T in there. First come, first served, plus get 2 free church marketing ebooks. Okay. Join the Train, ATRAIN. Okay. Looks good. Those are about even. Fancy. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We've updated this. We're going to come back into my banner templates, banner. And basically, that's a template of one section of a page instead of the whole page. Okay. And we're going to come over to the short code. We're going to copy the short code. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into the articles. And boy, are there a lot of them. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go with date oldest. It's not even good. 2034-18. That's weird. Okay, so all right, we're going to test one thing here so we don't have to go back and like do a bunch of things again. Top 12 Christian internships, prayer, ministry. Church finance. Let's see. I'm looking for one of our top performing blogs. Church metrics, church branding. Church economics. No, where is it? There we go. There's one. There. Sermon topic ideas. Here we go. We're going to come in. We're going to edit this one. This is our #1 performing post. This gets like 100 to 150 people a day. And we're going to come down in here and we're just going to come to the shortcode section where the banner now is. And we're just going to change the banner. And I'm going to change that. Now, I really hope we can just update the banner and it's going to update in all of these. I don't know if that's accurate though. That's going to be our test. And we just place these just kind of evenly throughout. This is a very long article, so there's a lot of room for these in here. Okay. Update. We're going to preview. We always want to check so we find things when we blow it up. Okay. Okay, great. Join our 1-hour church growth training. It looks good. We're going to double check it. by going to that incognito window. I don't know which one's an incognito window anymore. All right, let me see. Come over here, new incognito window, and let's go over here. Let's make sure they show up right and they're not freaking out. Awesome. Looks great. Okay. Now, what we want to see is we just want to see if we edit something on here, if it will change live, because that will determine our next step. Let's just say I delete the video. And then we update. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Okay. So I updated this banner. Now let's go back into the blog and see if it automatically changes it. And it does not appear to. So it pulls immediately. Yeah, so it does not update. Okay, so we're not going to go put it all in until I film the video. So that tells us that. Any questions on that, Sophie?
No, that's okay, thanks.
Does that make sense why I'm not putting them all in right now?
Yeah, do you know why it doesn't
I think
update
what
surely?
that tells you is that when you use the short code, it pulls the design in when you put the short code in, but it's not relinking to the template. So when the template updates, it's not sending new information to the short code that you put in. So we want to make sure now that we know that that template is completely done, the video's in there, and then we'll add it to everything. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. That's cool. Join the training. Okay. Now we also completed the landing page for that. Yeah, and this is just the weirdest thing. I don't know what's going on with the footer, but we are gonna get that footer working today. That is our goal here. Free ads account footer. Okay. Okay, so this is working fine. The other one is just totally crazy. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna try to edit section, copy. Let's try this. This is the one that's not working. Join our 1 hour training. I deleted the whole one we built and made a new one from scratch. And I have absolutely no idea why it will not work for us. Okay, so this is looking fine. This is updated too, I presume. Yes, okay. So we're going to come back in with the video later. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just put that video section back in. Okay, good. And we're going to update that. And I'll film a little 90-second video. And mute autoplay. Okay, we're going to exit that. That's updated. Okay, what is this? Okay, so this was our test post. And you know what? We're not going to update that right now. We're just going to leave it the way that it was. What is this? 104. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. This was also a test. I wrote 15 new articles for Clickmill, and I have not put short codes in any of them. So that's a whole task. And I'll show you how to actually do that. Oh, we're going to delete that. I don't know what I just did, but that broke it. Okay. All you do, right? You've been posting some blogs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All you do is you find a space that's, you know, reasonable. They're reading a little bit and then they're like, oh, what's this? So I put it here and you're just going to hit enter, get an empty space here, hit the plus, hit short code. If you don't see it, you just type in short code. And then you're just going to paste in that short code. This is obviously not a short code. Wow. This is a lot of something. Whatever. We're just going to delete it. Anyway, you just paste in that short code and then the short codes show up. All right. And so you may do some of that to practice. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. There we go. Okay. So we'll go ahead. Yeah, because we've got a number of blogs that are going to need short codes in them, because if we're going to conversion optimize the whole site, we're going to need to update the short codes. Update. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Okay, and that was our test page. All right. So we're just kind of cleaning up our tabs here so we can work on this. Church growth training. And this is the edit. Okay. Oh, that's the preview of it. Got it. Okay. So we're going to come here. We're going to copy. And then we're going to come here. We're going to paste the style. See what happens. And then we're going to come to the whole section. And I want to just see boxed full width. That could be part of the problem. Okay. That was the problem with the other thing. We're going to copy again. And we're going to paste style again. And that might have been the problem right there. Okay, we're going to update. So if you have something boxed, it keeps it inside the margins of the page. If you have it full width, it lets that background and everything else expand to the width of the page. And that's what I figured out wasn't working with the other one, the banner. So it's possible that that just fixed it. So let's go ahead and go to display conditions, entire site, save and close. Okay, let's make sure our button settings are right. Okay, so join the train. This is not right. This is going to the Google Ads call. We need to go to pop-up. We need to check the pop-up, and this needs to go to church growth marketing. Nope, church growth training sign up. Okay, so that should go to the pop-up. We're going to update that, and then we're going to go back to our website, go to the homepage, and we're going to check it. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, so it's not working. The next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that the other one, if there is another one, is off of the website, because that could be stopping it. Sections. No, it's footer. We're on for footer. Okay. These three work. I know that. Check this. Make sure that's not one we deleted. Let's see. Edit section. Okay, so it's still boxed, which is a problem. And I don't know why it's doing that. So over here, it's still boxed, full width. See, I don't know why it's doing that. That's super weird. And this is one that is working. Claim you're free. This is boxed as well. What is going on? I'm so confused. Let's see here. So that one works and it's boxed. Okay, well, maybe it's weird, but edit section, copy. Let's just go ahead and paste the style in here. And let's update that. And let's see. And this is now still applied to all pages. And we checked, there's no other footer that's applied to all pages. Maybe I was trying to make this one full width and it wasn't working. And that is apparently not the case either. Yes, see, something is very unusual. I don't understand. So oh, that's the banner. That's not what I'm looking for. Where did that come from? Okay, that's fine. We fixed that. These are blogs. We're supposed to be down here. Okay, so we're going to all templates, and then we're going to footer in this case. We already did this. Okay, so free church. Aha. So this is free church growth training. Okay, so that seems right. Free church growth training. I thought I saw it said 1 hour church growth training a second ago, but I think that might have been the section. Ads, footer template, free ads, footer. Let's look at this one and see what this is. This might be, we want to get rid of any kind of duplicates or anything that can be making things overly complicated. Okay, so we have 2 of those, and I don't know why we have 2 of those. New, oh, this is the new template. Okay, free ads, footer, landing page, footer with that. Okay. Okay, so, oh, this is nice. Instances, entire site. None, none, none. That's great. Landing page. It has exact pages because these are for landing pages. Okay, so that's good. That actually tells us right there that this is more of a design issue than an application issue. Man, this is just the weirdest thing. All right. So let's figure it out then. Which one is this? Free church growth training. Okay. Now, here's what I want to try. Check one more thing before we start changing things again. Let's find out if this one works, which we tried this yesterday and it did. We're going to double check. Okay, so there we've added this to the whole site. And now we're going to pull up our incognito window again. Okay. Okay. Come down to the bottom. Church marketing. Okay, so this works. This banner works perfectly fine. So we're just going to rebuild this from scratch and just see if we can't make the same thing happen. This makes no sense. We just copied this exactly. That's how we got the church growth banner. So we're just going to delete this. Actually, what we're going to do is church growth campaign. We're going to copy. We're going to come down here. This is our, make sure we have the right one, free church growth training. We're going to come down into the bottom and we're going to paste the whole thing. Pull it up here. The whole section. And let's just update. And let's just see if we get one of those showing up correctly at the bottom. So we're going to turn this one off. This is the one we tested to see if it works. Save and close. And then we're going to display conditions, add the entire site, save. Now this would typically, Sophie, be something that would just make people absolutely panic because you're testing things you don't know if they work on the website. But again, like it doesn't matter. 5 people are going to see this and none of them are going to remember the website anyway. So what's it matter if we have something that doesn't look right on the website? Clickmill. The goal is to fix it as quickly as we can. Okay, so neither of them work. So that tells us that there is some kind of initial formatting error that has nothing to do with how we're actually setting this up. So I think I actually know why this is the case. I have a guess. So we're going to exit this. Church growth training. We're going to just trash this whole thing. Okay. Then we're going to go to add new. We're going to start over. Okay. Trash. I'm going to empty trash so I don't get a duplicate. These are the two we've tried now. Delete. Get rid of those. Okay. So now we're going to go back to footers. Okay. We're going to add a new footer. Footer. And this is going to be church growth. What do we say? Training. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go to templates. We're going to go to footer. Free ads account footer. Okay, so there's our footer. Let's preview it. Make sure this is right. Okay, we know that's the one that works. So we're going to apply this. Insert. I believe this is where we have gone wrong. It says this will override the design, layout, and other settings of the footer you're working on. Let's say apply. If this doesn't work, like immediately, we're going to delete it and we're going to go back and say don't apply. Okay, so this is going to be test. So we know this is the one we're working on. We're going to publish it, add condition, entire site, save and close. So again, we're just trying to isolate where the issue is and make it non-issue. Okay, let's go ahead, refresh. Okay, so that did not work. And you can see we do have test. Okay, so we're going to do it the other way. Oh, and I didn't open it in a new tab. So we're going to exit. Okay, so maybe there are some formatting things that we're taking that shouldn't be there, which is very counterintuitive, but we're going to figure it out. Okay, so we're going to go to footer again. Church growth training. We're just going to delete it. Okay, so right now the site has no footer. Good. We're going to go to trash quickly. Delete that. And then we're going to go to footer. And then we're going to go to new. Okay, my templates. Okay, and we know free ads footer is the correct one. We're going to insert. Last time we applied, correct?
Yeah.
Don't apply. All right, here we go. We're going to run the test again. I'm going to put 2 tests in there this time, just so we know it's different than the first test. There we go. Publish, add condition. Come on, this has got to be it. This is it. We're back to the drawing board. Okay. Oh, here we go. The website has loaded. And it's still crazy. Unbelievable. My goodness. Okay, it's exactly the same thing. With no exceptions, it is the same thing. But the backgrounds, what's missing? It looks like our fonts. The fonts appear to be right here. The video size is wrong. We got size issue. We've got maybe some text, some font issues here. this is all right, but the footer doesn't show up, the footer of the footer. And that goes to the wrong page, but that's just a formatting error. Okay. So let's see. Let's come back in here. We know this one works. We're going to copy the whole section. And we're going to paste that whole section here, paste style. Then we're going to come in here, copy this section, paste style. And then we're going to come in here, copy, paste style. Okay, now let's update that and let's see if that does anything. And this is still applied to all pages, I believe. Okay. New incognito window. Okay, we're loading. Now we're loaded. Okay. So same thing. Nothing's happening. I would ask like ChatGPT or something. I don't know what to ask. The backgrounds aren't coming through. It's very unusual. Let's go. When I fixed the other one, what if we go here? That's weird. Boxed full width. Narrow column gap, narrow, extended. Wide. Wider default, no gap, narrow. Wider custom. Custom. Give me a custom. I don't even know what that does. Full width, boxed. So the background itself is full width, but the content is boxed. Maybe that's what that means. Custom gap. Okay, don't care. Height, fit to screen, minimum height. Okay, that doesn't do anything. We're just gonna go default. Vertical, so that a minimum height is how thick that section is. Vertical height is weird. I don't know what that is. Overflow, HTML tag, structure. 50-50 is fine. Okay. What happens if we just take out the background and just have gray? Let's just update that and see what happens. Maybe there's an issue with the background. Okay, so I'm refreshing and I'm not going to move it this time, but nothing changed. It's the same thing. So that's not it. So we're going to add our background back in. All right. Okay. New test. Let's do this. Let's go. Yeah, I keep losing that page. That's going to drive me crazy. Let's go back over here. Exit. Okay, so we keep copying the same footer. Maybe we just try a different footer. We copy a different footer because I've done this 100 times and I've never seen this problem and I have no idea where it's coming from. It's just the craziest thing. Save templates. Okay. And we're going to go to, we're going to go to footers. There we go. Church growth training footer. delete. Let's view our footer template and see what that looks like. So I've actually used this successfully to make past footers. I just don't remember exactly what's on it. Okay, that's actually fairly easy to work with. Let's try that. A little more than I care to do, but that's okay. Footer template, footer template. Okay. We're going to go to trash. Just going to delete that. Footer. Okay. Add new. Footer. Church growth. Oh, gosh. Growth. Training. Okay. Okay. Footer template. We'll preview. Make sure this is it. Yep. Apply this setting to the footer. Apply. I think that's the right one. That's what I've always clicked in the past. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and just publish. No, you know what? Let's do this. Test. Publish. Let's just see if it even shows up. Add condition, entire site. Ooh, there we go. Okay. And we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to refresh over here. I'll tell you if it works. It does not work. Whoa. All right. So, wow, that's so crazy. Wow. So that makes me think that there's actually a problem. Like there's a code conflict because that should never happen. I've done this so many times. This cannot be an issue anymore with the actual page editing system. I have a different guess. And I think it may be what's called WP Rocket. And we're going to do another kind of troubleshooting thing here. Where is this? Plugins. Now, WP Rocket is a plugin that tweaks the code to speed up the website. And I just turned it on 2 days ago, and I haven't built anything since. So it's possible that okay, safe mode. Okay, so safe mode will quickly disable lazy load, file optimization, CDN to check to see if your issue is resolved. So that tells you right there, this could be the problem because they've apparently had this before. And export WP Rocket settings. No, I don't want to export anything. Yes, do safe mode. Confirm. So this is going to deactivate all the settings. And I'll bet you when we go back in, this is going to solve the problem. Okay, so we are now in safe mode with WP Rocket. Okay, so let's go back to templates. Okay, so we're going to go to all, and we're going to go to footers. And we're going to go to church growth training. We're just going to trash it and start fresh again. So we don't have any additional complications coming in. And around we go. Okay. New. Select footer. Okay. This is our shot, Sophie. You're going to see this so many times. You're going to know exactly how to make footers. Just sections in general. Okay. Template. Okay, so we know the template we use doesn't matter. It's just not working. And that is why I think maybe it's a bigger issue with the site than just the templates, right? Because we tried everything there's possibly to try with the templates. And now it's in multiple templates. That's the problem. So it's probably some kind of code conflict. So let's go back to free ads account footer. We're going to insert that, apply. Okay. So we're applying those settings. And now the reason why this is so confusing is because when you apply the settings, this is an identical copy with no differences from the other one that we already know works. You know what I mean? Does that make sense, Sophie?
If you say it again.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's just my brain wasn't working. So
No.
if you say it again.
So when we duplicate and we insert this new test footer from the prior templated footer, right? That template footer is the footer that's on the website and it works fine.
Yeah.
So when we bring that over and we say apply settings, all of the settings and all of the design are going right here. It is an identical carbon copy of the footer that's working fine.
Yeah.
Which tells you it cannot be a settings issue with the footer, the new footer, because it's an exact copy of the one that's already working. So something about doing it now is a problem. Does that make sense? There's
Yeah.
something beyond just the footer that's not working properly. So then when we tested the second footer with that ebook and that didn't work, whatever the problem is, it's not a footer problem. It's beyond the footer. It is outside somewhere in the website. And the only thing I've changed is that thing that we just updated. So presumably this will hopefully resolve the problem. Publish, add condition, entire site, save. Okay, so we've got a test on the whole site. We're going to refresh. Oh, please, Jesus. Oh, and look at that. Look what we have. A normal functioning banner. So that was the issue. We had to do a lot of testing to figure out what that issue was, though. So that's kind of annoying, but good news, we got it worked out. So that's awesome. We've got that now. So let's go ahead then and insert all of the text, which we deleted. So we're going to have to go hunt that down real quick. So now we know it works. We're going to exit this footer. And we're going to go to banners. So this is also saved templates. And we're going to go to all sections because the section is the banner. There we go. 1 hour church growth training banner. Yeah, we'll edit it. Okay, so we're going to edit that. Okay, and we're just going to start copying stuff over now. For some reason, that stuff just conflicted with the footer when you tried to make a new footer, which is weird. All right, and we're going to make them all say exactly the same thing. So actually, I'm just going to copy. And we're going to bring this over here. And we're just going to paste there. And delete that. No, the whole thing, delete that. So again, it's completely identical. Ooh. I actually don't like that. See how the text came down a little bit? It dropped down. So we do not want that actually. I'm going to go back. I feel like we're actually making some progress now. There we go. Okay. So delete. I'm just going to come over here and write it. I don't want to take that settings. Those, it's got kind of a custom format going on over here. Okay. Join our 1 hour CAH church GROW growth training free access. Okay. So we're going to have 1 hour Zoom. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? 1 hour Zoom training. We're going to say August 31st, 10 a.m. You know what? It would actually be really good if we didn't put this in Hawaiian time. What is this? 10 a.m. HST in, oh my gosh. HST in EST. That's more normal. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we're going to say 4 p.m. Oh. Okay. Nope, I don't like that. 4 p.m. There we go. EST. Okay, and we're going to probably edit this as well when we come back over there. Okay, seats are LM limited. It's always faster the second time. First come, first serve. Plus get 2 free church marketing e-books. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna edit this. All right, we'll make a new one. Come over here, delete this. To here, and we're gonna do count. So Sophie, these 9 little dots here, this is where we get all of our little widgets. Okay, and we can just drag and drop that in there. We're gonna go through. This is our footer. So I think we're not going to show label. No. Next page. The background is going to be transparent. I've only done this like 20 times now. Border type, there is none. Border radius, there is none. Content. Okay. The color is white is fine. The main font on our website is Oswald. And we're going to do probably like a 600 bold. And I'm going to make this bigger so we can actually see it. And we're going to drop that size to like 60. We'll go 55. There. Noticeable, but not taking the attention off of the title, I don't think. Okay, so that looks good. Our title's in even line with this. I think we'll probably put a little bit of buffer on these. Margin, a little padding, I mean. So we're going to put a little on the bottom to drop that button down. That was too much. We're going to go 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. Space that out just a little bit to make that look maybe more even with this side. I'm going to bring that up just a little bit. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm going to go on the bottom. I'm going to, nope, it's 5, 3. Now let's look at that. I think that looks pretty good. Join our 1 hour church growth training dash free access. So when I read over all of my writing, I have a good friend who's a journalist by his major, and you just spell everything in your head and you just read it like you're reading it for the first time. 1 hour Zoom training, August 31st, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seats, SEATS seats are limited. First come, first serve. get to free church marketing ebooks. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and then we got to do the button. And the button should say, what's it say? Join the training. I can't remember. Here we go. Join the training. Okay. I'm going to come over here. Okay. Let's look. Join. Oh, exclamation point. Can't forget that. Okay. We're going to get rid of this again. Go to pop-ups. Pick our pop-up. Growth. Second one down. 1 hour church growth training pop-up. Lovely. Okay, so I think we have all of the information carried over. So we're going to go ahead and exit that. Grab this. Bring it over. Back to a normal size. We're going to update. One last thing, actually. I'm going to come here, advanced, top 80. I think that's a little bit crazy now. We're going to come there. We'll do 40. We're going to do bottom 40. That's a little big. Okay. Update. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead, display conditions, entire site. It is set. Let's check it. Refresh. Lovely. What do you think?
That's good.
Now, one thing we always want to do when we put a new system in place like this. Okay, firstly, you'll notice we have this live, so we're giving them two totally different messages. Free church ad campaign. That's going to confuse them. So I do want to film that video as quickly as I can, but this will start. Okay, join the training. Let's try the whole system. Join the training. That's where the little video is going to go. Hey, I see you're looking at joining this training. You would better get in here, right? So we're going to maybe a follow-up video in here. Yep, it's where you want to be. Okay, so we're going to test this. Brett at Clickmill, join the training. And this can use a little tweaking. You'll notice we've got some overlap there. And it says successful. And this is what we finished designing yesterday. So you'll notice click to join on the day of. I'll go in here real quick, or even now, we'll set up a Zoom call on that day and time. And this will link into that Zoom call. And basically everybody can just click this and we can just give this as the page to get it, right? Click when the timer runs to 0, because this is actually set up for the exact time that it'll start. So when it hits 0, they can join. And then we also, this is basically a landing page saying this is why it's so important, why you should be in this call, what our church leaders are saying. And then, you know, they're going, oh, this is amazing, working, oh, sorry, you know, training and all this stuff. More. And then included in the training, you get this download, which this one's over 100 pages. This one's like 200 plus pages. I don't even know. Training starts in, click to join. What church leaders are saying. These are all church leaders that I've trained in the past and, you know, got reviews on, which is the feedback we want. Your church growth trainer. So we'll go through this at some point. I actually just filmed a training on this yesterday with Josh, so you can just watch that. It's how to write a bio. I need to update this picture though. So it's how to write a bio that sells you basically. And then we've got training starts in, join the training. So I should probably actually delete this bottom one. No, I probably should change the footer for this one to something different, like get your free church advertising campaign or something. Because firstly, these blend together, which is kind of weird, but they already joined this, right? So I need to say not on Elementor 3.7, whatever. So let's copy that. Actually, we're going to copy the whole URL. Okay. So how we're going to do that is we're going to come into the footer. So this is the footer. Let's double check. Church growth training footer. Okay. So we're going to come into display conditions and we're going to go entire site, add condition, exclude page, singular. pages. And I'm going to go here and see if I can't find that. I don't know if I can search by URL. No. Let's see if I can just search by the number. No. Fantastic. I don't know what this page is titled. This is titled Church Growth Training. All right, let's look at that. Thank you. It's a thank you page. Church Growth Training, thank you. Okay, so we're going to remove it on that. So we're going to save that. Let's reload. Refresh. Go to the bottom. Okay, so it's still there. Fantastic. Try refresh one more time. Maybe it didn't apply. Or maybe it's some other landing page that I don't even know. That might be a problem for another day. I don't know why that's not working right. Save display conditions. Let's go with thank you because it is a thank you page. 1 hour church marketing. That's not it. Church growth marketing workshop is not it. Google Grant, free Google ads, Google Grant services, Google Grant information affiliate program, Christian advertising. Yeah, this is just all the pages. Church growth workshop is not it. Yeah, this is it. Church growth training. Thank you. That is the page that we do not. Yeah, we want it to exclude on a singular page. That is a page. And this is the page. So we're going to save that. I have no idea why that's not excluding it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll be fine. But it appears that that system is working now. So we have the whole system. We can tweak it. And we're just going to see if some people sign up once I get that video filmed. So that is took way longer than I thought it would. And turns out I thought I was questioning my sanity a little bit. I thought I was sick and missing things, which is totally possible. But turns out there was a code conflict with one of the plugins we use. So now we know. Any questions about that process? And again, you don't have to have all that down in your brain. Any questions before we move on?
Not about the process, but how long does it take to kind of roughly get used to like WordPress and all that? 'Cause it just looks so complicated. Like there seems like there's so many things.
There's a lot of things. How long did it take to get used to? Way, way, way longer than it's going to take you. Because I just downloaded WordPress. Well, maybe this will be encouraging to you. When I was 18 or 19, I started writing a book because, passive income. Are you familiar with what passive income is?
No.
Okay. Earned income. These are legal terms, right? These are actual terms. Earned income is income that you exchange your time for, right? So it's dollars per hour. That's called earned income. When I consult with clients, it's earned income. It's also called active income. Legally is active income is what that's called, but investors call it earned income. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you have a high dollar per hour. And so you'll do consulting or something. Passive income is income that comes in passively, whether you work or not, whether you are asleep or you're awake. And that would be something like an ebook or course sales or rental income from a house, right? If you hire someone like a property management firm to run it, you just pocket the spread every month as long as you set it up right. So I was writing a book because I'm like, well, I'm going to be 20 and have all this passive income because I'll be some successfully published author or something. So I write this ebook. I spent 2 years writing it. No, I spent a year writing it, 2 years editing it. And it was horrible, by the way. I went back a couple of years later and edited it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even string 2 sentences together. So that was 10 years ago. So I spent 3 years putting this ebook together on behavioral psychology. And I put it on Amazon. And I thought the red carpet was going to roll out and I'd never have to work again. And nobody bought it. And I called everybody I knew. And I don't even know if my own mother bought it. It's like nobody cared. But sometimes when I say like clients don't care about you, they, like don't talk about yourself because nobody cares. It's true. They don't. So, nobody bought it. So I'm like, well, junk. Okay. How do I get this book out there? And they're like, well, you got to make a website. All right, cool. And that's when I figured out WordPress, right? I got a WordPress. I never used WordPress. Nobody told me how to do it. And I just sort of bumbled around and clicked stuff until I had a website. I think I was pretty comfortable with the basic interface on the left side. I'd say probably 2 weeks I was pretty comfortable, but I just kind of went full immersion, like just go in and just break everything until something happens. But okay, so I kind of put up a basic web. I don't even remember what it looks like at this point. And okay, so I had the website. Nobody's on the website. Nobody's buying the book. Well, how do you market a website? So I'm trying to market a book and build a website. Now I got to market my website. And it's like, you got to write blogs. So then I'm writing blogs for a year, like every month or week or something. I don't remember how many I wrote. I think I wrote every week for a year or something. So now I'm writing blogs. I'm basically just rewriting my book in blogs. It's okay. Nobody's finding the blogs. How do you market blogs? And it's like, well, you've got a keyword target. You've got to do social media marketing. It's like this never ending train. It took forever and it never worked. And I just quit at some point and tried something different. But to that end, to get used with the interface, probably a couple weeks. To actually do it strategically and do it well, years. But it's not going to take you that long. It's going to take you a couple months and you'll be fine. Destiny has been with me a year and she can pretty much do anything in here. Michael was with me a year. He can pretty much do anything in here. Josh has been with me about 4 months. And I would be pretty comfortable letting him just kind of roam around. So you'll pick it up pretty quick. And you'll be able to do professional level stuff pretty quickly by comparison to my timeframes. Does that help?
Yeah, no, it does. I think it just looks like
There's a lot.
intimidating.
Have I given you a tour yet?
No, not a filter.
No, a tour of WordPress.
No.
Oh, well, we skipped that train. All right, let's pause this. We're done with this. So this will download. We'll go out and we'll come right back in and I'll give you a little tour and we'll film that for future interns as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll be right back.